Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. I have my dear friend Tricia here to talk about her experience with the Biofield Tuning Group Session Series that we started. This is about memory and clear thinking, and we have had the first session of 8 so far. So thank you, Tricia, for being here. Share your experience.
Well, so it's on memory and clear thinking, and the session was on a Wednesday, and I remember I go over and to do a massage at my friend's house, and I legit just can't get out of my own way. I was late, had a hard time setting up my table, and then because her and I barter a lot, like I sent her this bill, and she's like, "Are you charging me for this? Are you not?" And I was like, honestly, I don't really know what I was thinking when I sent that to you. And like, I still don't. Like, I read the message now and I'm like, what? Like, what was going through your head? Um, Not to mention like all of these emotions that I had coming up. And we're talking like from my past. I have exes who are now like, we haven't been together in 12 years. He's married and I'm bawling to him, telling him how much I love him. And we don't get to have a second chance. And I'm like, where is this coming from? I'm like, he's married. And I'm just, oh my goodness. So I ended up like crying for, I think, for like 3 days over past stuff. And then it dawned on me that I had the group session because I couldn't understand where all of this stuff was coming from. And I didn't understand why I couldn't think and why I was just in this hole of what seemed like kind of like self despair. But it's because it's clearing out the old. Oh, and then on top of it, so the session was last Wednesday. Sunday, I catch the flu. I haven't had the flu in 10 years or more, I think. I think it's been, oh yeah, it's got to be longer than 10 years. And all of a sudden, I have the flu. Body aches, on the couch. And what kept coming to mind is it's time to let go of the old and do new, which is interesting for the other session that we just had that this all played into. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
So for those watching, okay, let me explain. So for this first session of the group session series that we are doing, the focus was on working with beliefs and working with emotions and stuff from the past that is keeping us from being able to take effective action to support our brain health. Because that's the focus of the memory and clear thinking, right? So it's like looking at belief systems and things from the past is holding me back from taking the positive actions for my future. So what Tricia's talking about is all that stuff from the past got stirred up.
yeah. And honestly, I'm actually glad that I got the flu. For the simple fact is it's given me legit well over a week to just lay around and do nothing and to reflect on all of this to be like, okay, it's okay to get rid of that old. It's okay to go back through the past because there's a lesson. There's something you're going to learn from it. And then you can just let it go and it's easier. And it's just, I mean, granted, it's not fun when you're in it, but now it makes sense. And
Powerful stuff.
oh my God, is it ever? It's amazing.
So
It really doesn't feel like it. Sometimes, I mean, like, and when I mean it doesn't feel like it, sometimes, like, I thought I was going to have to message my friend and tell her that she was going to have to put me in a psychiatric hospital because I legit thought I was losing my shit for a minute. And that's no joke. But I sat with it. I sat with it and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. And thankfully, I don't feel that way anymore. What were you going to say, Sandra?
So thank you for sharing all of that.
You're welcome.
And for anybody who might see this video, I want you to know that registration in the Memory and Clear Thinking series is still available until Wednesday. We have session 2 on Wednesday, so I'm leaving registration open for new people to join us until that time. You can watch the recording of session 1 and catch up with the group. But it is proving already with the first session of the 8 to be
Yep.
powerful.
Oh, it's super powerful. Like if anybody has any issues with feeling stuck and letting go of the past and getting over exes or habits or whatever, sign up because it'll help, guaranteed.
Thank you so much, Tricia. You know how much I appreciate you.
I love you and I love your work. I'm so glad that I found you months and months and months and months ago. You're a blessing. Like, I just can't even. Thank you. Because I'm just different. I met you and I'm completely different than what I was before I met you. So you do amazing work.
Thank you. All right. So thank you everybody for watching. Signing off.